We're at the ACC Unity Tour.
For the past 3 years, the ACC has held a Unity Tour, inviting each school to visit historic and impactful places. This summer, Charleston, South Carolina was the destination.
Say hi to our friends, our new friends. Say hi. Hi. Yay.
Representing NC State were student athletes Kayla Feckel, Lacey Steele, Quentin Clark, Sean Hill, athletic trainer Brittany Blunt, and athletic administrator Stephanie Minio and Raymond Harrison.
What I think about that trip, it allowed us, who sometimes we're doing all the teaching, it allows us to be co-learners with them.
I'm not gonna lie, today's been a good day, man. I got to hang out with my family.
There's joy in seeing those students come together, get exposed to information, sometimes for the first time, and to see how they grow through the discomfort. There's discomfort, really deep truths, really powerful information that they have a chance to experience.
This year's theme was Journey of Resilience, cultivating history through community, culture, and cuisine. The group tour included the International African American Museum.
I can read all I want, but I'm actually a visual learner, so being there and able to witness just the history, you feel it as soon as the bus parked outside, like you felt it.
Another impactful visit was to the Mother Emanuel AME Church, the oldest black church in the South.
We call it the Church of Resilience just because, it had been through so much over the years. It's been destroyed and been built back up. There have been people that have been forced to leave just because of the way they look.
It just made you kind of feel really proud and really encouraged to see that this building is still standing. These people are still encouraged and hopeful, and being able to tell the story is just a testament of power and resilience in itself. So it was very powerful to be able to experience that.
This is also the site of the 2015 mass shooting, where 9 churchgoers were killed during Bible study. Something read about by many, but felt by the group in the sacred space.
Hearing how they rebuilt and how the church really helped everyone come together. Like after that tragedy, the next Sunday they were still at church, and the families and everything, they mentioned the 9 that were lost all the time. They never forget those 9.
To be able to sit in that moment, to hear such a beautiful hymn, it was breathtaking, honestly. And a pin could have dropped outside of the organ playing. Literally everybody was just locked in and listening to this music.
Each attendee had their own memorable moment. For Sean Hill and Raymond Harrison, it was their visit to a slave plantation site where some of the small slave living quarters are still standing.
Very powerful for me. I had a moment. I absolutely had a moment.
Yeah, it really hit me hard. Just looking at the plantation itself, looking at where the slaves lived at, what they had to work on. We actually saw the cotton, the plant itself, growing. They had a little bit of it growing there to show us and telling us they had to pick 100 pounds a day. Something so light, you had to pick 100 pounds per slave, per adult slave, which is crazy to me.
It was a trip rich in knowledge, experience, and cuisine. Plenty of good old Charleston food.
That's my plate right now. Got a good plate.
A more hands-on adventure was on the dock, going crabbing, most for the very first time.
I'm from Oklahoma, so we definitely don't have anywhere to crab out there.
Go, Lacey. Go, Lacey.
Whenever we caught one, we were so excited. It was just amazing. Not everyone caught one, so I'm happy to say I caught at least one.
Yeah.
Good job, Lacey. Good job.
Smile.
18 different ACC institutions from across the country, unified and eager to learn about the past in another culture.
So they're learning in the classroom, they're learning on their practice field or competition or pool, but they're learning in the community, but they're also learning in experiences like this.
And we were all vulnerable with each other. We had a great time connecting with one another and being able to relate and give feedback and actually listen to one another.
I'm learning a lot about myself, learning a lot about my friends, my peers, and making new friends and learning a lot about them. So it's good. I feel like I'm really gaining a new perspective on life.
I think I learned a lot, and I'll definitely, take what I learned and bring it back to my team. And I think that's really what it's about as well, just learning and sharing with others.
The value is like you getting a different perspective, you kind of changing your life and you choosing to come in with an open mind and forget everything that you know and that you think and try to change your mind and try to grow, because that's how we grow in life. We get different experiences.
The ACC Unity Tour is the perfect name because I feel like it unified us as a conference. I feel like it unified us as a pack, and it was really cool to be able to interact and grow.